Okay, it's really overcast and dark today, so I hope you can see this. Okay, right now I am right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but I'm at a bend in this stream right here. Goes up into the mountains. Okay, and if I follow the stream about 200 meters, it bends again back towards the east. And if I walk along about 50 meters then the stream, there is a cliff rocky formation here. I know what it looks like. It's really cool. I'll put it on the video when I get there. And then along here, around the base of this mountain, there should be some kind of small peak here. I hope you can see that. It says 461 meters. So what I'm going to do is once I get to this cliff or rocks, however you say it, is I'm going to shoot a bearing, try to come here, and then another bearing on the compass and come here. But for now, I'm just going to follow this stream until I get to the base of those cliffs. That says 461. Another tool I can use is my altimeter. I didn't calibrate it real well though when I was at sea level, so I'm not going to be able to rely on that very much today, but that might be helpful. We'll see. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is typical of our mountains. This is why this land nav is a hard one for me. Luckily the stream is small enough and shallow enough that I can kind of bushwhack my way up at about 200 meters until it bends back to the east. We'll see. This is very likely going to be a no-go, but I had an afternoon and I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a go. I think if I can get over there, it might be easier. Right now I'm facing this. I really don't want to dunk my $400 camera into the river. Actually, over here is a small trail and a bridge that can still follow the river. So I'm going to go off and get back. I think I'm coming up on that bend, and this is a lot easier walking. Okay, this dam is not on the map, unfortunately. Because that would make it real easy, but I've been counting my paces ever since I stopped bushwhacking, and it was about 100 meters, and so I need to get around this dam and get up a little bit more until I get to that bend in the river. It looks like there's some kind of small trail here, so I'll try that. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna be safe. Welcome to the Rokko Mountains in Kobe. Oh man, there's a little trail here. So we've hit something, and you're starting to see these cliff formations. Once I can identify exactly where I am on the map. Yeah, it's these guys that are on the map. I don't know what that is. Sand. I don't know anything about rocks. Pretty cool looking though, but I'm going to try to find it around the edge, that corner of these. It's this big formation, and if I can find that corner, I can see it on my... Okay, I'm at that spot now, and first off, I've got my map oriented, taking into account 7 degrees declaration, and there's been a slight change of plans. Oh, where is it? Because I can't bushwhack. This stuff it's crazy, and can you see right there? That's the corner of the rocks I was looking for. That's what I showed earlier. But there's a trail right here, and I think it goes straight to that spot. So what I'm going to do is to keep this land navy. I'm right here. I'm going to shoot a bearing. I'll do that in just a second. Okay, I got a bearing of 265, it looks like, to go to that spot where it says 461. So I'm going to keep that number 265 in mind, and I'm going to follow this trail and keep my keep the bearing as a backup, and we'll try to hit that little peak at 461 and see what happens. I don't even actually know if it's a peak. It's more like a, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's marked. Maybe a triangulation point, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to find that. I don't think this is a trail, I think it's a water runoff. But it's, at least I don't have to hack through stuff. I got a white tree up there I picked out. This is like straight up, like 45 degrees, I'm not joking. So. Oh, it was fun. You can see I had to basically climb it like you climb ice. Without an ice axe. There's leaves on there, it's wet. So I had to clear them away with my hands and dig my toe of my boot in like I had crampons on. And then dig my fingers in and pull myself up. Yeah. Woohoo! Let's go. I dropped my map. I'm at the peak of this little mountain, so I made it. I don't have my map though to show it. So I'm gonna navigate back down. I'm gonna reverse my bearing. 180. And scoot down back on my butt, I think. 265 minus 180 is 85. Yeah, I wasn't joking about that butt thing. If you need to see a picture of the seat of my pants after I get done with this, you're welcome. Kind of fun. Woohoo. I forgot to say that up at that top of that ridge there, I could have gone farther. I don't think I made it to my spot. I need to verify once I get back to find the map and then get to where I feel like I've done this land nav without a GPS and check the GPS route, but I'm pretty sure I didn't make it. But it was a cliff straight down, and I'm not gonna die for you, sorry. There she is. Whee! Wow, okay, back on the butt. I've got Christopher's snow sled in the car. I should have. Okay. Just to show, I actually do know what I'm doing. I've got that bearing that I said, 85, and I'm a little bit confused right now as to which way I came. And I'm gonna have to use the bearing and just follow it. This whole area kind of got water runoffs here, and it's confusing a little bit, so that's where the compass comes in. I'm walking now. Probably fall on my ass, break my $400 camera. I was planning to just go on like a nice easy hike and relax today, but my son got a fever and I had to take him to the doctor, and so I didn't get up here till 2. And so I thought, while he was at the doctor, he was looking at my trail maps, and I thought, well, maybe I can do that place for land nav. It's really, really hard to find places to do land nav here, as you can kind of guess. The Rokko Mountains are famous for being steep. Yeah, I did a incline, how do you say that, clinometer on the slope, and it's 30 degrees in some of the worst spots. It feels like 45, but it's 30. I don't know if you can see it, but there's my trail that I came down. Okay, where I got to is right here. It's a peak. It's kind of a ridge. running along here, and that's where I got to, is that ridge. And as you can see, I had another, what, 100 meters to go to hit my 461 spot. And I had planned to go through here, you know, around, like I said, but it was impossible. This was the only area that is clear. I may go back here and see again if it's possible to get to this spot, but I think I accomplished it. I mean, you can see that it was right on track to get there. This is a cliff. It drops straight off, and you can see it on the elevation. But our maps, I mean, you won't be able to tell. There's no flat anywhere, and even though I know how to read the elevation lines and things, it's different. Even though, you know, it looks like, oh, that's really steep, oh, that one might be easy, oh, that one's really flat, no, that's not easy. So anyway, I hope this is a go. I don't want to have to do this again in these mountains. I think I've shown that I know how to do these things. I'll go back here and see if it's possible to get around and show that I know how to take a double bearing. What I wanted to do is take a bearing from here, get to this spot, and then take another bearing to here and get to here. But that's rough country. I mean, you need hard hats and ropes and a team of men to be there. I'm gonna try to get to right there and see if I can see if these landmarks on the map, or, you know, try to get a general, put the map to where I am. The compass is just not in this spot, because I have to bushwhack and turn. I'm gonna get to there and see what I can figure out. Holy cow. Look what I just found when I come up over that ridge. Holy jeez. Wow. I've seen this part from afar, but it's pretty freaking awesome. And it looks like this is what's matching up with the map, because you see down there, there's a dried up riverbed, and I bet that's what that flat part on the map was. I don't know if I can get down there though. I think what I'm gonna do is go back down where I came up here and see if I can find where that river is, or whatever that valley is. And because I'm scared to go down here. That's I could do it, but I really don't need to crack on my head. There's absolutely nobody around. I'm only like, you could see the road over there, but nobody's up here in winter. And if I get injured or something, that's not good news. I'm gonna go back down safest way I can and try to find this river and see if I can follow it back to that 461 spot. I figured out where I am on the map. I think that I'm right about here, and I think if I go down this and then over, I can maybe get to the beginning. Sorry, get to the beginning of that river. So we've got a little, I don't know what this area is. On the map, I can tell where it is by the elevation and the location of those rock thingies. I believe I'm right around here. You're not gonna be able to see that map on the video. I'm having to go by tiny little details and kind of following trails, and keeping in mind where I am by the landmarks on the map, and just kind of using my instinct and eye more than anything. Trying to find that river. Oh my God, I'm standing here, my fear of heights is gonna kick in any minute. I'm on the side of a cliff. I'm laying down because if I stand up, my knees will be shaking. I'm giving up. Look at that shit, that stuff, excuse me. This is nuts. I can't hold my camera out there. I have fear of heights, so I get really scared if I get any closer than this. But this is straight down a couple 100 meters cliff into that crazy stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna go. I'm giving up on the riverbed. I hope I showed I know how to navigate in the dune land nav. I did take some bearings of the compass and I did follow the map. I'm not lying. But I did not make it to my spot. Oh, I have to laugh. I know this stuff from seeing it on. I know I've seen it from afar, and there's parts where I can get up close like I did earlier, and you see it on Google Maps and things. But this is crazy stuff. What is that? Sandstone? Limestone? I don't know anything about rocks. I don't know. Over there is Arima Onsen. It's a famous hot springs resort. The Emperor. It's famous because in the old days that was one of the few places the Emperor would go for vacations. It's cool. You could do a hike down these mountains here, and then you get from the very tops, which you can't see from here. But I've done that hike a few times, and then you come down to that onsen. Onsen means hot springs in Japanese, and there's a foot bath you could do. So you just log 10-mile hike or whatever, and then you can go relax your feet in the hot springs. It's really cool. But this is a beautiful view. If I didn't have a fear of heights, I would be just loving this. But standing on a cliffside for me, I'm doing okay actually. I think I might be overcoming it a little bit. There's another little mountain. Oh man, thanks Sis for the challenge. Don't make me do this again. I swear to you, I read the whole book, Be Expert with Map and Compass, and I practiced, and I did use bearings and various other, you know, techniques, but I can't make it to that spot. I don't think. I would have to completely reevaluate and everything else. I have another spot I can do this that I think, so if this is not a go, I'll try it up there another day. Thank you. Oh. I was walking around and look what I found. I ain't got no more energy though. I might go up a little bit. And then see. Oh. That's as far as I'm gonna go. Screw that spot. I'm gonna go sit down somewhere, take a break, get on home. It's 4 o'clock. Gotta drive down the mountain. Oh. Oh. Come on, man. No. Oh. This is not my day. Bingo, baby. Yeah, baby.